Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're jumping into something, well, kind of unexpected happening in the tech world, the return of the dumb phone.
Yeah, it sounds almost backwards, doesn't it? But there's this real trend. People are calling it a dumb phone renaissance.
Exactly. It seems like more and more people are looking for a break. Digital detox, simpler phones, like deciding less connectivity might actually be better.
Uh-huh. And what's really interesting is, the overall market for these simpler phones, feature phones, it's actually been shrinking.
Right.
But one company, HMD Global, they're swimming against the tide. They've actually gained market share for 2 years running.
Wow, really?
Yeah, and saw like double-digit growth this year, 2024. Sales up 10%.
Yeah.
And it's not luck, it's a very deliberate strategy. They're actively pushing this digital detox idea, responsible tech use.
Okay, so they're leaning into it. And the device we're focusing on today, the HMD Barca 3210, that fits right into this.
Perfectly. It launched back in May. It's basically a new take on that absolute classic, the Nokia 3210.
Oh, I remember that phone. Everyone had one.
Exactly. So there's that nostalgia factor, definitely Y2K vibes. But then HMD throws in, well, a couple of twists.
Twist
Like deep sports branding. It's
Okay.
fully themed for FC Barcelona fans. And the real kicker,
Yeah.
advanced AI. Artificial intelligence built into this, well, supposedly dumb phone.
Wait, AI on a 3210 reboot.
It uses something called Deepseek AI, which is a Chinese AI assistant. So it kind of positions it as this, maybe a smart dumb phone.
The smart dumb phone. Okay, I like
It gives you more utility than just calls and texts, but hopefully, without all the noise and complexity of a modern smartphone.
So this phone, it's more than just hardware then. It's a statement, a
Yeah.
collector's item maybe, and definitely a bit of an experiment.
Absolutely.
Our mission today then is to really unpack this. How do these different threads, the nostalgia, the intense fan loyalty for Barca, and this unexpected AI, how do they actually weave together?
And what's HMD actually trying to achieve here? What does it mean for mobiles, for, our digital habits? We need to look at the appeal, the strategy, but also, yeah, challenges.
Right. So, okay, how does a simple phone become this kind of statement piece? It has to start with that emotional connection, right? The nostalgia and that almost tribal loyalty of sports fans. Let's dig into the Barca branding first.
Okay, well, it's pretty thorough. The phone itself comes in the club colors, red and blue, the Blaugrana.
Classic colors.
And on the back, there's this big FC Barcelona crest, kind of hollowed out. Very distinctive look.
Okay, so visually, it screams Barca. But does it go deeper than just the paint job?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Gets into the software, too.
Yeah.
It's preloaded with, I think, 12 custom Barca wallpapers.
Nice.
And the whole user interface, the menus and stuff, it's all tailored to feel like part of the club.
Hmm.
But what's really quite clever, I think, are these hidden Easter eggs.
Easter eggs, like what?
Secret messages, apparently, from players like Lewandowski and Gavi. You unlock them by dialing specific codes. Some even have audio greetings.
No way. Okay, that's pretty cool. That shows they're really thinking about the fan experience.
Exactly. It suggests that for this phone, that emotional tie-in to Barca is maybe even more important than the tech specs. It's like an extension of your fan identity.
Which is a really smart move for H&D Global itself, isn't it? Because they used to be known just for making the Nokia phones.
That's right. They handled the Nokia brand for years. But then, just earlier this year, March 2024, they made a big shift.
What was that?
They started making phones under their own brand, HMD. So this Barca 3210, specifically not having Nokia branding on it, that feels significant.
Ah, okay, so they're trying to build their own name now.
Seems like it.
Yeah.
And this partnership with a huge global brand like FC Barcelona, there's a massive boost for getting the HMD name out there, establishing their own identity separate from Nokia.
And it ties back into their whole responsible digital consumption message, too.
Yeah, HMD talks a lot about durability, making phones easier to repair. And apparently, FC Barcelona is happy with that alignment, too. It all kind of fits together.
Okay, and that responsible consumption idea, the digital detox,
Yeah,
that's not just talk, it's built into how the phone works.
very much so. I mean, the most obvious thing is no social media apps.
Right.
The whole point is encouraging you to, stay in the moment, as they put it.
And the battery life, I assume, that's key for these phones.
Oh, yeah. Classic feature phone strength. It's got a 1,450 milliamp battery, and it's removable.
Removable, you don't see that much anymore.
Nope. So you get days of standby time, nearly 10 hours of talk time. It's designed to just last.
And be tough.
Reasonably tough, yeah. It has IP54 splash protection. So, getting caught in the rain at a match, it should be okay.
So it's focusing on the basics, the detox. But you mentioned modernization earlier. It's not purely retro.
No, and that's crucial. They've selectively added some modern touches,
Mm-hmm.
things like 4G VoLTE, so calls are clearer,
Okay, that's important.
USB-C charging, which is convenient, Bluetooth 5.0. And interestingly, for the China launch market, Alipay scan to pay.
Ah, okay. So it's simple but not primitive.
Exactly. That selective modernization, as you called it, stops it from just being a novelty item. It adds practical value.
But then we get to the really unexpected part, the bit that makes it a smart dumb phone, the AI.
Deepseek AI, yeah.
Uh-huh.
This is where it gets really interesting and maybe a bit paradoxical for a detox device.
How does the AI actually work on this phone? What can it do?
Well, from what we understand, it's mainly about voice commands. You can talk to the phone,
Okay.
ask it questions, set alarms, maybe manage workout routines, things like that. They offer a 100-day free trial for the AI service.
So it's not like having ChatGPT in your pocket.
No, definitely not. It seems much more focused. Think curated intelligence. The AI is there to help with specific useful tasks, not to pull you down rabbit holes or overwhelm you.
So enhancing the core functions rather than adding endless new ones.
Precisely. It's trying to be smarter, not necessarily more.
And Deepseek AI itself. You said it's a Chinese startup.
Yeah, backed by a company called High Flyer Capital. Their AI models, their large language models, have actually gotten quite a bit of attention.
Oh, really? Why?
Apparently they perform really well, competing with some top Western models. But they do it more efficiently. They can run on less powerful hardware.
Which means cheaper.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah.
More cost-effective. Which makes sense for putting AI on a relatively basic feature phone.
Has DeepSeek done anything else like this?
They're getting integrations elsewhere. Microsoft Azure AI Foundry, for instance. And there are reports that other big phone makers, like Samsung, might be looking at using DeepSeek for their phones sold in China.
Okay, so putting it on this HMD feature phone, it's kind of a beachhead. A way to get their tech into consumer devices.
This certainly looks like a strategic move for DeepSeek, yeah. A way to show what they can do on a wider range of products, not just high-end smartphones. It could really help them become a bigger player in on-device AI.
So let's zoom out a bit. What's HMD's play here? Who is this phone actually for? It feels like such a niche product.
It definitely is. I mean, imagine showing this to someone 10 years ago. A dumb phone with AI. They wouldn't know what to make of it.
Right.
HMD seems to be targeting two main groups, and they overlap a bit. First, obviously, the FC Barcelona fans.
The serious colors, as they say.
Exactly. People who want to show their support, stay connected for essentials, but maybe without the constant buzz of social media while they're trying to, watch the game.
Okay, that makes sense. And the second group?
People actively seeking that digital detox. Those embracing JOMO, the joy of missing out. The marketing speaks directly to them, too.
So it's this mashup, sports merch, retro tech nostalgia, and the digital wellness trend.
Yeah, it's a clever blend. They're not trying to compete with the iPhones and Galaxies head-on. They're carving out this very specific niche.
Does that let them charge more than a typical feature phone?
It seems so. It allows for a more premium price point within that category.
Oh.
Plus, it builds really strong brand loyalty with those niche groups. They don't need mass appeal in the same way.
What's the actual price?
Well, the pre-sales in China started around $60 USD, which was promotional. But in Europe, it's priced closer to $112 USD.
Okay, so definitely more than a basic burner phone.
Oh, yeah. And remember, the reboot of the original 3210, the non-Barca version, apparently sold out in China in just 2 days. So there's clearly some appetite for these H&D feature phones there.
Interesting. So this phone, it's kind of a hybrid then. It's competing with other feature phones, but also maybe with low-end smartphones, or as a second phone for people.
I think that's exactly how HMD sees it. It lets them sidestep the really intense fight with the big smartphone players. But it offers more than your average feature phone because of things like the AI and the specific branding. Its advantage is that unique mix, niche appeal, that counterculture detox vibe, and the surprising smarts.
Okay, but we do need to circle back to the AI, the DeepSeek part. You mentioned it's a Chinese firm. That often brings up questions around data and privacy, doesn't it?
It does, yeah, and the sources we looked at highlighted this. There's scrutiny about data collection, even allegations of hidden backdoors, though those are harder to verify.
What does the privacy policy actually say?
According to reports, it states that unless you specifically download and run the software locally, which might not even be an option for all features your data, so prompts, responses, personal info, device info. It goes to servers stored in China.
Okay. That's significant, especially for Western users, maybe.
It raises flags, definitely. We've seen bans on some Chinese tech companies, places like the U.S., over similar national security concerns.
And there were other points mentioned, too, about the AI's behavior.
Yes. Deepseek has reportedly shown built-in censorship. It avoids politically sensitive topics. And there were also concerns raised about a lack of safeguards against it generating harmful content.
Right. And just to be absolutely clear for everyone listening, we're reporting what the sources discuss here. We're not endorsing these viewpoints or making accusations ourselves, but it's vital you understand these potential issues are part of the conversation around this tech.
Absolutely critical. It's part of the due diligence for any consumer considering a device like this.
So you have HMD, a Finnish company, partnering with Deepseek, a Chinese AI firm. Despite these known concerns, that points to a tricky balancing act for tech companies these days, doesn't it?
It really highlights a major strategic dilemma. Why make that choice? Well, likely DeepSeek offered good performance at a lower cost, as we discussed.
The cost effectiveness.
Yeah, so HMD is likely weighing innovation, cost, getting access to the Chinese market perhaps, against these potential geopolitical risks and the impact on consumer trust, especially outside China.
It's a calculated risk. Using DeepSeek might boost sales in China.
But could seriously limit its appeal in Western markets, where data privacy and security are huge concerns. HMD must have weighed those odds.
Okay. So we've got the nostalgia, the branding, the detox angle, the AI with its potential benefits and risks. But what about the actual experience of using this smart dumb phone? Does the nostalgia win out if the phone is, well, annoying to use?
That is the million-dollar question, isn't it? And early user feedback, particularly for the underlying Nokia 3210 reboot model, suggests it's complicated.
How so?
Well, people generally praise the sturdy build quality, the great battery life, the things you expect.
The retro strength.
Right. But then you get to the user interface, the software experience, and there the feedback is less positive.
Ooh, what are people saying?
It's been described as having very poor quality control, some called the UI design amateur. Complaints about things like how profiles look, or a really basic music player.
That doesn't sound great. So the Y2K look is there, but actually using it day to day might be frustrating.
That seems to be the nostalgia gap in action, yeah. And things like typing. Remember T9?
Oh, God, T9. Yeah. Painful.
Well, users are finding it painful again. Consistently described as a pain, it's slow and annoying. Some people said they just gave up texting after a couple of days.
Wow. Okay. And the camera, I mean, you don't expect much, but...
Yeah, it's a 2-megapixel camera. Intentionally basic, sure, but widely called downright awful, woeful.
Yikes. So the digital detox idea sounds good, but if just sending a text or taking a quick snap is a chore, does it defeat the purpose?
That's the real tension, isn't it? It shows that while the idea of a retro phone is appealing, if the basic user experience isn't smooth, the nostalgia might wear off pretty quickly.
Right. Practical frustrations can kill the vibe.
Exactly. It suggests that for this whole digital detox feature phone revival thing to be more than just a fad, the phones need to be simple, yes, but also frictionless. Not just limited, but easy and pleasant to use for their core functions.
That makes a lot of sense. Simple shouldn't mean clunky. So bringing this all together, what does this phone, the HMD Barca 3210, really tell us about where things might be heading with tech and our relationship to it? Is it all about fewer features, more curated experiences?
I think it's a really fascinating case study, yeah. It manages to bundle up nostalgia, modern usefulness, thanks to that selective modernization in AI and that powerful fan identity.
It's got a lot going on.
It really does. Its value is layered. It's an homage to an old classic. It's a badge of honor for Barca fans, and it's a tool for digital detox.
And that smart dumb phone idea really captures it. Bridging simplicity with just enough AI convenience, maybe it signals a move beyond just smartphone or feature phone.
Could be. An evolution, perhaps.
Yeah.
So for you listening, a few key things to take away from this, maybe.
Yeah, let's break it down. First, it really shows the power of niches, right? Combining sports fans, retro tech lovers, and the wellness crowd, you can build something compelling there.
Definitely. Second, that AI integration, even if basic, it challenges the idea that cutting-edge AI only belongs on expensive flagship phones. Maybe AI features can trickle down more widely.
Third, though, is that crucial point about nostalgia versus usability.
Mhm.
The warm, fuzzy feelings might not be enough if the phone is actually annoying to operate day to day. That feedback on the UI, the T9, the camera, it's a warning sign.
Yeah, a frictionless, simple experience is key, not just a limited one.
And fourth, we have to mention the Deepseek AI partnership again. That strategic choice HMD made. And the associated concerns about data privacy, potential backdoors, censorship, these are real dilemmas.
Crucial context, again, just reporting the source material, but vital for you to be aware of these potential trade-offs.
Absolutely. So the final thought to leave you with is maybe this. What does the HMD Barca 3210 really signal? Is the future less about cramming more features into everything and more about crafting these specific curated experiences?
And how will AI keep popping up in unexpected places? What compromises, especially around our data and privacy, are we willing to accept for that convenience or that connection in a world that's already so digitally overloaded?
Lots to think about there. That's all for this deep dive. We hope you feel a little more well informed.